Previously on Pop Culture Episode 2 at you. Alright, I got some serious topics to talk about, alright, such as representation of black people in commercials. I have some shit that's a little more lighthearted, like talking about football and how Friday and Bad Santa exist in the same cinematic universe, just a little fun theory. But without further ado, let's get to it, y'all. It's been a long time, a lot of stuff happened. Let's get to it. All right, I might piss off some Anderson Paak fans or some Jasmine Sullivan fans with this, but like I had to point this out, and I don't think anyone in the mainstream is talking about it. If you go and listen to the song "Price Tags" by Jasmine Sullivan from her new album "Hotels," there's a line from Anderson Paak on there that seems very, very, very colorist. This nigga says, and I don't think I could come up with any justification for this line. He says like child came out dark as Samuel Jackson, something like that. You messing with my heritage and my dividends. Huh? Huh? Can you repeat that? Huh? Like Samuel Jackson don't make money, my nigga? He ain't making box office numbers at 50? You know what I'm saying? Huh? I go off on that for another hour. No. And you know, Anderson Paak married to a Asian woman, I think Korean. So yeah, no, it's very colors to me. I don't know why it's not really being talked about in the mainstream, but Anderson Paak, I haven't really been bumping Anderson Paak since this line. You know, he already had a few things. You know, I've heard through the internet grapevine that he's not, you know, the most perfect artist out there who is. But I was still listening to him. Hearing this line, I legit haven't listened to Anderson Paak since then. If his song shit comes up on my shuffle, no. All right, he got to explain this shit. Yeah, yeah. Hop in the comments if you've heard it. Go listen to the song if you haven't heard it. But it's the line was colorist. Okay, it's colorist. Let's be real, y'all. All right. Speaking of colors, let's talk about a little bit of good old fashioned Hollywood industry racism. Um, I made a video where I was kind of talking about something I wanted to talk about. Um, in my next issue of previous non pop culture, where it seems like whenever they have, you know, a romantic couple in a commercial nowadays, and you know, one of them's black, it has to be black man and a white woman, or a black woman and a white man. Now, I said before, and if I didn't make it clear, maybe the language I used in the video was a little bit confusing, but like for real, I have nothing against like interracial couples. Love who you love. Um, I think the idea that you feel like you couldn't be with someone you wanted to be with because of what you know society has to say that's a stupid idea to me. You know that's crazy. Um, but these commercials are getting out of hand, y'all. The one that set me off because like this has been going on for I would say at least 2 years. I don't know if anyone else agrees. I feel like at least 2 years I've been seeing this trend where they got a lot of interracial couples in commercials, which is I'm not against, but it's like when black people aren't really represented well in the mainstream, and then I see a bunch of these commercials pop up with a black man and a white woman, black woman and a white man, and I'm not seeing myself represented or black women or you know LGBTQ black people represented in the mainstream at all, and I'm seeing these commercials. It's kind of like what the fuck, you know? Like, are we only acceptable to y'all when we with a white person? Is that what you trying to say, motherfucker? Like, you know, don't sit right with me at all. The one that set me off was like they had I think it's a progressive commercial too, and I was extra shitty because progressive commercials I usually mess with. I don't think I can't recall a progressive commercial that came on where I was like, yeah, y'all kind of crossed the line with that one, or damn, you know, they have commercials I might not think are funny. That this is the joke, but none that kind of pissed me off. They got this brother. All right, first off, you could tell this commercial is some white woman fantasy, bro. You know, some white woman wrote this shit like, like jacking herself off and shit. Um, they got this white woman with her friend in the laundry room, probably at some apartment building, and then this black dude comes down there and is just whispering to her friend, "Oh, hey, it's the cute dude from 2C or whatever, whatever." And then of course she's like, you know, and this is plain ass looking white woman, like she plain as fuck. Like you know, if you know the chick from Midsommar, Florence Henderson, more plain than her. All right, a white woman that's not gonna catch my eye at fucking all if I'm out in public. I know it says, but come on, man. If I'm out in public, I see a white woman, like I'm not like, oh shit. Like this ain't no Scarlett Johansson, RB Plaza we talking about. This is an ordinary ass white woman you gonna see every day. All right. So she's like, oh, I don't think he's gonna be into me, or whatever. She's afraid to talk to him or whatever. And then I didn't finish. I haven't finished the whole commercial because the part that I'm about to talk about pisses me so off to the point where like now when the commercial comes on, I'm like, I just turn the channel. I'm like, I don't need this energy. She looks at the dude. The dude's like walking up to her in slow motion, like he's all into her and all infatuated with her and shit. And she takes off her glasses, and this is. I'm just like, come on, man. Like, what brother's gonna thirst after this plain ass looking white chick like this? Come on, man. Like I. But the crazy thing is, like, I do know. I ain't, I ain't going to name names, but heard a few stories about some brothers out here with some questionably looking white women. If you a black man, you got a white woman fetish, bro, go to therapy, get help, all right, because that's kind of holding us back a little bit, all right. Like I don't hate white women or nothing, but like we kind of gotta let them go, black men. If you want them black men that's still out here, cares about, I'm probably gonna piss somebody off with this shit, but it needs to be said, y'all. Like come on, man, white women ain't all that. No offense to them, and a lot of them be racist, and a lot of them have nigga dick fetish, so. Just keeping it 100. Anything else I want to say about that topic? Oh, and one more thing I just have to mention about the commercial thing. Of course, you said I don't see myself I don't see black people represented in the mainstream a lot, especially in commercials, right? Like I don't see black families enough. The only commercial that I see frequently on TV right now with a black couple is the Geico commercial, and also okay. I always do this shit. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm afraid of being canceled or some shit. Like I'm out here with 1 million followers. I gotta stop doing that. It's just a gag commercial that I actually think is funny, but in context of the bigger picture, it's that black couple dancing to Scoop, there it is, Scoop, there it is, and it's a funny commercial, but it's like, damn, I was thinking about that. Like I think like after a few times of watching it, I'm like, damn, like. I think this might be the only commercial on TV right now that I see regularly that has a black couple in it, and they out here dancing. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. All right, so let's get a little bit into sports. All right. I think Super Bowl III might have been fixed, y'all. All right, if you're a sports head, you know about Super Bowl III. Your name is famous. I guarantee it. Yeah, I watched the game on Info Network growing up. They played it one time, and I never really thought about this, but years later, knowing how these leagues like to do business and looking out for their best interest and their money, it would make a lot of sense that both leagues didn't want the AFL to lose because that would mean that this event would be a failure, and the AFL would probably lose credibility. So, I was reading some stuff and something from a former Colts player basically saying like it's in their best interest for the AFL to win and them to merge and make more money. It's more money for everybody, more money for both teams. More people are going to want to watch the Jets. Yeah, I'm gonna link. It's been a minute since I've read the article. This is something I wanted to talk about because I said I've been delaying the second episode for the longest. So I'm gonna link the article. If I forget, someone hop in the comments to say, "Hey, I want to read that shit." But yeah, it's been a while since I've read the article, but it was a pretty convincing case. I was like, shit might have been fixed. So yeah, Super Bowl III might have been fixed. Also I'm a Colts fan, so maybe it's a little bit of pettiness in me. But I'm gonna link the article. Some good points made. All right. I think Mark. I'm not trusting the billionaires, but like Mark Cuban's been making some decent gestures from what I've seen. Um, why the fuck did the NBA come in and try to stomp on his shit? Because if you don't know, Mark Cuban um, was not having the national anthem played before. Was not having the national anthem be played before Dallas Mavericks games at the stadium. I love it. Fuck the national anthem. Fuck it. Fuck the national anthem. Wasn't it written by a Confederate soldier anyway? I don't give a fuck. Regardless, fuck that song. That 200-year-old ass stupid song. Why do we need to hear the national anthem before a sports game? Like, if you've never asked yourself that question, like, ask yourself that now. Like, why the fuck we need that? Like, what does that have to do with the basketball game? Like, we don't know what country we're in. Like, before the game's gonna start, like, oh, thank God they played the national anthem. I forgot I was in the USA. Like, we don't need that shit. So, shout out to Mark Cuban. for making a good mood. Fuck Adam Silver or whoever was responsible for undermining that shit. And I gotta end this video because I'm about to run out of space. Peace out, y'all.